Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today, I just gave the bulls and steers this last little piece of grass here on the original farm that we bought. So we're on the far east side. This is the last paddock. And then we were fortunate enough to work out an agreement with Bubba and Dejan on their 13 acres. And so we got this all fenced. So this didn't have any fence around it. All the way back around down to the house, behind their shed, and we tied back in. So basically what we did is just kind of made a big semicircle all the way back around to our original fence, and then we came down here and we cut our fence, because this is my perimeter right here, and we buried a line right here. You got a hot and a cold going underneath in this pipe, underneath this gate. And then we put in the 5 spring gates. And so I just opened those, and there's 94 head in here. Most of them are 800 to 1,000 pounds. So they're going through a lot of forage. And I want them to eat this stuff. And anyway, back to Bubba and Dejan's. Their farm is, I would say, around 90 to 95% Big Blue. There's a little bit of fescue right up there on that hill. That little patch right up there. You can kind of see the color change. But from there, all the way back around to their house, down the driveway, I don't know, there's probably close to 5 acres right here. And it's just beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And now the first one's got to find out that I opened the gate. Last time I drug a mineral feeder through here and parked it right there. But it's so wet, I don't really want to do that because I don't want to make a mud spot on their property, just to lure them in here. So I'm hoping all it takes is one. And I've got a whole bunch of fence to take up behind them. I'm going to go do that. And if they haven't come through here before I get done, I will grab the minnow feeder. I'll drag it in here for like 10 minutes. And then I've got a rock pad up there by the water tank. So you're putting a minnow feeder out on soft ground with 94 head, you will have a mud pit. They will beat that to death. Man, I'm telling you what, folks, this is... Oh, here comes old big boy. Look at that. Yep, he's gonna come in. Old big boy's gonna come in. Baby. Nope. Ooh, yeah. Come on, big boy. Nope, he's gonna go past. I tell you, folks, when you get them trained to hot wire, and they're not hungry, they're not really pushing the fences too much. Here comes a little guy. Is he gonna be the first one in? He's looking. No, I believe that wire might still be up. Ooh, yeah. Oh, here comes one. Nope, he's gonna follow his buddies. Ooh, boy, he was close. He was close. They'll graze that candy out of there pretty quick, and they're going to be looking, and they will find this. Ooh, yeah, yeah. See if I can coax these last 3 in there. Nope, they're herd animals. Oh, that guy came in. He sure did. Yeah, he's in. Now just stay in here. Oh, no, he's gonna follow his buddies up the hill. Anyway, they're gonna have a heyday in here. This is, you know, you're looking at 3 to 4 pounds a day gain on this big Bluestem like this. I mean, it is so succulent, and we're hitting it perfect. It's about 18 to 24 inches high. I mean, yeah. But you can tell, see, I only grazed this spring once. because we didn't have it. We just got it fenced this winter. And I can tell by looking that it had been hayed. I tell you what, the diversity's lacking underneath it. Where the Bluestem I showed you in the paddock they're on, I've got all kinds of legumes coming up. And this will go that way. It just needs to be grazed instead of hayed. Man, oh man, look at that. What is that? I was gonna say that's stick. Oh, it is stick tight. There it is. There's the seed head. It's got a ton of stick tight in here. Super, super high quality feed. It is a legume. Oh, look at this. See, the cattle just need to come in here and start working this over. And all this stuff will spread. Look at that. Bird's foot trefoil. I love bird's foot trefoil. It's one of my favorite legumes, and that's because I know it's not ever gonna kill a cow. It is non-bloating. It's a wonderful vegetative legume. Cattle just absolutely adore it. They will seek it out because it's tender. And it's a nitrogen fixer. So, yeah. Bub and Deshawn are gonna have some serious grazing going on right next to their house today. So, it's always kind of nice when you look out the window and have a herd of slick-hided grass genetic South Poles grazing in your backyard, so to speak. We're just tickled that we were able to get this, and you know, the reason Bubba and Deshawn bought this extra acreage, they didn't want somebody building a house right here next to them. And so they bought 13 acres, actually I think it's 13 and a half acres, just to keep people from building on top of them. And, you know, they were looking at trying to mow all this with a lawnmower, a zero-turn lawnmower. And I'm like, oh man, that's just such a waste. You know, mowing all this with a lawnmower when you could be running it through a cow and, you know, getting some good out of it. So, yeah, it's a good deal. There are two plants I was going to show you. We don't have any trouble with it, but some people have because they graze their plants too short. And that's poison hemlock right there. Our cows won't touch it. A cow will not intentionally kill itself unless you force them to. And that means getting them in there so tight that they eat everything to the ground, and they will eat that poison hemlock right there. They have to. That's all there is to eat because you got them in there too tight, and they didn't have enough to eat. So this is it right here. Learn to identify it. If you got a bunch of it on your farm, be careful. There it is. Poison hemlock. Yeah, there's only there's only 3 plants. But tonight when we move them out of here, I can promise you these 3 plants will still be here. Now the bulls may have taken their head and busted them off because they like doing that. They just like pushing on stuff. Man, look at this. I mean, the Timothy down in here. Look at the Timothy. There's Timothy all in here. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go move the bulls. Those of you all looking for an opportunity to learn this, check out our website. We've got an opening now for an intern. And we do pay our interns. They get paid vacation. We have living quarters. They live right on the farm with us. And there's a wonderful opportunity to learn the grazing management to someday either be your own ranch manager or on your own farm to do it right from the start. Don't go out and make mistakes, needless mistakes. Learn, and then when you jump in with your own capital, kind of know what's going on, what to expect. Anyway, go to greenpasturesfarm.net if you're interested. We've got an opening, and somebody is going to learn how to do things the right way on their own grazing operation. It's a skill, folks. It's a skill you can take with you for the rest of your life. You know, I just talked to a young guy. He graduated from college. He got a degree. He's $120,000 in debt for his 4-year degree. And he found out now that the job that his degree goes for, he can't stand it. He's absolutely miserable. Can't stand it. You know, sitting behind a computer all day in an office with a browbeating boss standing over the top of you to work harder. You know, 10 hours a day, go, 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 go. You know, and it said all he can think about is all the money that he wasted. That's what he said. He wasted $120,000. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that have went to college, and even in the degree they get, they can't find a job. But yet they still have to pay back that loan. So, you know, this is Judy University out here. You leave and you don't have any student debt, and you're actually making money while you're learning, getting paid to learn. So anyway, I'm gonna get out here. If you're interested, check it out, greenpasturesfarm.net, and go to the intern page. There's a link on this video in the description section, and maybe you can be so advantageous to take advantage of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn things the correct way and make a good living on the land while healing the land and your community at the same time. And at the end of the day, you have really healthy food, healthy soil, healthy water cycle, and a healthy family. Folks, have a good one. Take care.